Imagine Bruno Fernandes not just as the captain of Manchester United, but as one of the most controversial figures in the Premier League. No flashy supercars, no wild parties. Instead, Bruno chose the opposite path: discipline, pressure, and quiet power. But behind the image of the model leader lies constant criticism, seasons where he carried the entire club on his shoulders, moments when he was labeled the problem at United, and a level of mental pressure that very few stars could survive. Discover 9 truths about Bruno Fernandes that few dare to talk about. Money, power, a tightly guarded private life, and the darker side of a captain who lives permanently between love and hate. The final truth may completely change how you see Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, the man carrying Old Trafford or Manchester United's final gamble. What if I told you that Manchester United's leader was once on the verge of being abandoned by football, simply because no one could drive him to training? Before Old Trafford chanted his name, before the captain's armband tightened around his arm, Bruno Miguel Borges Fernandes was just a boy born in Maia, Portugal, into a working-class family. His father, José Fernandes, was a semi-professional footballer. He understood the game, but lacked the power to open big doors for his son. His mother, Veranda Fernandes, was the one who held the family together during the risky years when Bruno chased an uncertain dream. Bruno was once invited to join FC Porto's academy, one of Portugal's most prestigious talent factories. But that dream collapsed for one brutal reason. His family couldn't afford daily transportation. No car, no backing, no privilege. While other children were chosen purely for talent, Bruno nearly disappeared from the system because of circumstance. He moved to Boavista, training in silence, playing without spotlight or praise. He started out as a center-back, no attention, no applause. Until the age of 15, when a single decision changed everything. Bruno was pushed forward into an attacking midfield role. From that moment on, a dangerous footballing mind began to awaken. At 18, Bruno left his family and moved to Italy with his childhood sweetheart, Anna Pinho, to play for Novara in Serie B. No one was waiting for him. No media, no guarantees, just discipline and the fear of failure. From Novara to Udinese, then Sampdoria, Bruno sharpened the weapon he possessed more than anything else: football intelligence. In 2017, Bruno returned to Portugal to join Sporting CP, and Europe finally started paying attention. He won back-to-back Taça da Liga titles, was named Primeira Liga Player of the Year, and in the 2018-2019 season, scored 33 goals in all competitions, a ridiculous number for a midfielder. At that point, Bruno Fernandes was no longer just talent. He was a weapon. In January 2020, Manchester United took the gamble, $55 million for a midfielder from the Portuguese league, at a time when the club was in crisis. Many called it a risk. But after just a few matches, Old Trafford understood something clearly. Bruno didn't come to adapt. He came to change the order. He scored. He assisted. He shouted at teammates. He accepted being hated, criticized, dissected, as long as the team didn't collapse. Over 200 matches, an FA Cup, a League Cup, and finally, the captain's armband. Bruno Fernandes became the man carrying Manchester United on his shoulders, not with muscles, but with responsibility. Off the pitch, he is Ana Pinho's husband, a father of 2, a son who constantly credits his parents as the foundation of his life. On the pitch, he is the one who dares to shoot, to pass, to take risks, to take blame, because he understands one thing: no leader exists without a price. The question now is no longer how good Bruno Fernandes is. The question is, does Manchester United deserve a leader like him? And if one day Bruno leaves Old Trafford, what he leaves behind won't just be goals or trophies, but a painful reminder that true leadership means daring to take responsibility, and that not every club deserves someone willing to do that. How much does Bruno Fernandes make each year? The truth behind Manchester United's captain's fortune. From an unknown boy in Maya to a multi-million-dollar figure in the Premier League, Bruno Fernandes is living proof that real power never needs to be loud. No supercars flaunted on social media, no extravagant parties, no flashy lifestyle on display. Yet behind that modest exterior stands a Manchester United captain with an estimated net worth of $25 million. A figure that continues to grow season after season. At Old Trafford, Bruno earns around $12 to $13 million per year in salary, not including performance bonuses, image rights, and additional income tied to his leadership role inside the dressing room. While the media mostly sees him on the training pitch, in tactical meetings, or battling through high-pressure matches, Bruno's bank account quietly keeps expanding, the very definition of elite football money. Off the pitch, Bruno is backed by Nike and holds several discreet endorsement deals across Europe. No loud marketing campaigns, no glamorous headlines. Yet every year, he still pockets millions of dollars. This isn't money made for show. It's money built on long-term value, and that's the real difference. Bruno doesn't spend to prove he's a star. He invests carefully, prioritizing family, real estate, and long-term stability. In a football world where many players burn cash to build an image, Bruno Fernandes chooses the more dangerous path, protecting his wealth, maintaining discipline, and letting achievement speak for itself. No need to show off riches. No need for luxury spotlights. Bruno Fernandes is living the true lifestyle of a leader, quiet, controlled, and increasingly irreplaceable. Bruno Fernandes's quiet real estate empire, where power never needs to be loud. When the final whistle blows at Old Trafford, Bruno Fernandes's authority doesn't stop on the pitch. Beyond those 90 minutes of pressure, Manchester United's captain is quietly building another foundation of power, real estate, where he locks in wealth, stability, and a future beyond the spotlight. Bruno Fernandes doesn't enter the property world through flashy mansions or headline-grabbing deals. He approaches real estate the same way he plays football, with discipline, calculation, and efficiency. In England, Bruno owns a luxury home in Greater Manchester, an area favored by Premier League footballers and ultra-wealthy businessmen for its top-tier security and near-total privacy. The property is valued at around $3 to $4 million, located within a gated community, featuring spacious gardens, a private gym, and a calm living environment, all designed for one purpose: protecting his family and sustaining peak performance. Without abandoning his roots, Bruno also maintains properties in Maya and the outskirts of Porto, places deeply connected to his childhood and family. These are not homes meant to display wealth, but assets chosen for long-term value, low volatility, and strong emotional significance. For Bruno, real estate in Portugal is more than an investment. It's where he preserves identity, roots, and balance between elite-level football and personal life. The biggest difference in Bruno Fernandes's mindset lies here. He doesn't buy property to prove status. He buys to protect value and control the future. According to financial circles in England, Bruno's real estate portfolio is currently estimated at $5 to $7 million, a figure expected to grow as he continues as captain, renews contracts, and maintains a scandal-free leadership image, a rare asset that keeps his personal brand stable regardless of team form. And that philosophy doesn't stop with concrete and steel. It rolls out daily from his private garage, where every car reflects the same approach to power. Discreet, controlled, and never meant for the masses. Bruno Fernandes and his million-dollar supercar garage. Quiet, yet shockingly valuable. Bruno Fernandes doesn't build a garage to show off. He builds it the same way he controls midfield. Selective, precise, and without a single wasted detail. The Manchester United captain owns a luxury elite car collection where every vehicle sends a clear message about class, discipline, and control. The standout is the Porsche Panamera Turbo S, valued at $230,000, a high-performance sedan that perfectly balances speed and refinement. Premium leather interiors, cutting-edge technology, explosive acceleration paired with smooth handling, the definition of a silent leader. Alongside it sits the Audi RS7 Sportback, valued at $155,000, a V8-powered beast that rockets from 0 to 100 km/h in just over 3 seconds. Aggressive when needed, but still elegant, exactly the image of a Premier League captain. For everyday life, Bruno chooses the Range Rover Sport SVR, valued at $130,000. Powerful, discreet, secure, and offering total privacy. It's built for family life and a relentless match schedule. He also owns a Mercedes-Benz AMG GLC 63S, valued at $120,000, a high-performance SUV that proves Bruno appreciates raw power, but always places control above spectacle. The total value of Bruno Fernandes' garage is estimated at over $635,000. And the key detail? No loud Ferraris. No shock value Lamborghinis. Instead, his choices are expensive yet refined, reflecting a consistent philosophy. True power doesn't need to shout. From Bruno Fernandes' perspective, supercars aren't tools to prove fame. They're a natural extension of a carefully calculated lifestyle. Every vehicle reflects who he is. Practical, controlled, and focused on long-term value. No need for headlines, no need for shock. Bruno's garage stands as proof that real leadership lets quality and stability do the talking. Bruno Fernandes and the world of private jets. When the sky isn't for everyone. At a certain point, supercars become just ground transportation. For Bruno Fernandes, when life starts moving faster than any road can handle, the sky becomes the inevitable choice. This is no longer about indulgence. It's a marker that he has entered a level of lifestyle only a handful of footballers ever reach. Bruno travels by luxury private jets, typically in the Cessna Citation and Bombardier Challenger class, with aircraft valued between $15 million and over $30 million. Inside, there's no flashy excess, only absolute control, fully reclining leather seats, a private workspace, complete privacy, and flight schedules that answer to no one but him. Every takeoff is a competitive advantage. No lines, no layovers, no compromises on privacy. When the time of a Manchester United captain is measured in hundreds of thousands of dollars per hour, private aviation is no longer a luxury. It's a survival tool of the elite. What's striking is that Bruno never turns the sky into a stage. No social media flexes, no attention-seeking check-ins. The jet exists for one purpose only: to keep him one step ahead of everyone else, in space and in time. If the ground is where Bruno conquers with the ball, then the air reveals something even colder and sharper: the power of total control. And once a player owns that, he's no longer just a star. He becomes part of a class where the rules of the game are written very differently. From Old Trafford to the open sea, Bruno Fernandes and yachts reserved for the elite. Not all power needs speed. After private flights that carry him across Europe in silence, Bruno Fernandes turns to the sea to slow things down, a place where luxury isn't about how fast you move, but about how unreachable you become. For Bruno, yachts aren't status symbols. They are sanctuaries, completely removed from the pressure of the pitch and the glare of the media. The yachts associated with Bruno belong to the Sunseeker and Azimut class, two iconic brands of Europe's ultra-elite, each valued between $4 million and $7 million, excluding annual operating costs that run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is a world engineered for privacy, a master bedroom comparable to a 6-star hotel suite, open-plan lounges facing the ocean, sun decks, jacuzzis, private bars, and fully enclosed entertainment systems. Bruno is most often seen on discreet routes across the Mediterranean and along the Portuguese coastline, destinations favored by billionaires, executives, and top-tier stars who turn wealth into experience rather than spectacle. On deck, he is no longer the captain of Manchester United, no longer burdened by tactics or crowd pressure, just a man enjoying the rewards of discipline and long-term resilience. The real difference lies in how Bruno uses luxury. No loud parties, no social media floods. The yacht exists for one purpose only: recovery, privacy, and mental sharpness. For Bruno Fernandes, the sea isn't an escape. It's where he reloads his power before returning to the battlefield of football. In a world where many buy yachts to prove they've made it, Bruno uses his to ensure he remains focused, balanced, and capable of sustaining success over time. And out there on the open water, far from noise and expectation, that's where his true composure quietly reveals itself. Bruno Fernandes and the world of luxury watches, where power lies in time. Stepping off the yacht deck, where the sea slows everything down, Bruno Fernandes returns to the one thing that controls time in the most absolute way: luxury watches. If a yacht is the space where he disconnects from the world, then the watch on his wrist is what pulls him back into discipline, rhythm, and the relentless pressure of elite football. Bruno doesn't wear watches to draw attention, but those who understand immediately recognize the names tied to him: Rolex, Audemars Piguet, and Patek Philippe. In everyday life, Bruno is often seen wearing the Rolex Daytona, the legendary chronograph valued between $40,000 and $50,000, a symbol of precision, speed, and consistency, the very qualities that define a true captain. At important events or during private moments, Bruno opts for the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, a timepiece valued from $70,000 to over $100,000. No diamonds, no excess, just sharp design, mechanical excellence, and heritage. The Royal Oak represents an elite class that understands real status is built on craftsmanship and history, not noise. Collectors have also spoken about the possibility of Bruno owning a Patek Philippe Nautilus, widely considered a status benchmark in the world of high horology, with market values ranging from $120,000 to $180,000. This is the choice of those who don't need to prove wealth. Their position is already unquestioned. For Bruno Fernandes, a watch isn't jewelry. It's a reminder of time, responsibility, and personal standards. Exactly how he plays football: controlled, precise, and intolerant of error. After the calm of the open sea, the watch on his wrist pulls him back into the unforgiving rhythm of the Premier League, where every second carries real value. And in a world where many stars let time carry them away, Bruno Fernandes chooses to own time itself. From stadium glory to quiet giving, the hidden side of Bruno Fernandes's philanthropic life. In a football world where money is often tied to excess and display, Bruno Fernandes chooses a different path: giving in silence. No flashy press conferences, no media campaigns to polish his image. But behind the bright lights of Old Trafford, the Manchester United captain consistently leaves a mark through actions that carry real value. Bruno has a deep commitment to helping underprivileged children in Portugal, the place where he was born and raised. Through local funds and community organizations, he supports medical costs, education, and basic living needs for families who lack the means to provide them. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Bruno and his wife quietly donated medical equipment and essential supplies to hospitals in his hometown, acts that were never publicly announced and only later revealed by the recipient organizations themselves. In England, Bruno is also actively involved, often behind the scenes, in Manchester United's charitable initiatives, supporting disadvantaged children, community sports centers, and grassroots football development projects. To him, football shouldn't only create stars. It should create opportunities for children who never had a fair starting point. What stands out most is this: Bruno Fernandes does not use charity to build a hero image. He sees it as a natural responsibility of someone who rose from nothing, who understands firsthand the pressure, sacrifice, and hardship of a working-class family. While many stars use money to prove success, Bruno uses money to preserve human values. No spotlight, no grand slogans, just timely giving, enough to change someone else's life. And perhaps that is the most enduring asset Bruno Fernandes truly owns. Bruno Fernandes' life and career have never been a smooth journey. From an unknown kid in Maya to the captain of Manchester United, he has always lived under immense pressure, criticism, and expectation. On the pitch, Bruno carries responsibility. Off it, he chooses discipline, privacy, and control. Not flashy, but undeniably powerful. The question that remains is this: how will Bruno Fernandes be remembered at Old Trafford, as a leader during a time of chaos, or as the man who laid the foundation for the future? And you, what do you think about Bruno? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss more lifestyle-driven, power-filled stories about football's biggest stars. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.